Yo, what's going on, Gen Nation? ScytheX here with another video, another reaction. I got my man Captain with me. I think he's over here. Maybe he's over here. I'm not really sure. But we got something special for you guys today. We are going to do the top 30 debuts with the loudest crowd reactions. Now, if you're a wrestling fan, Captain, who doesn't love a good pop?
Bro, it makes wrestling, dude. It makes everything.
It makes wrestling 100%. The crazy Royal Rumble like surprises, like just oh man, just the feeling the crowd from the TV just gets you amped on your couch. Like it's just one of my favorite things.
Let me ask you going into this,
Yeah.
which pop gets you juiced up more? A pop from a surprise at the Rumble or a pop from a surprise like there's a bunch of guys in the ring, a regular Raw, SmackDown, right? Bunch of guys in the ring going at it, and this drop comes and you don't expect it. Which one do you like more?
I would say not the Royal Rumble when it just comes out of blue, because the Royal Rumble we're kind of anticipating some sort of surprise. But if it's like Raw or SmackDown or whatever, and you hear all of a sudden the crack of a music and you're like, who the hell's that? And all of a sudden you just see the crowd going wild and him walking out, or who, that's the best. I will say this wasn't a debut, but one of the loudest wrestling events I've ever been to, and I think it's on record as one of the loudest Raws to ever be recorded, was the day after WrestleMania when it was here at MetLife Stadium and Raw was at the Izod Center. That was the night of the creation of the Fandango dance. My God, dude, that was probably the best Raw I've ever been to. The crowd was electric. I was hearing from people after Raw that was more enjoyable than the WrestleMania itself the night before. Like
it always is, though. It always is.
It was just like, it was a nutty,
out of control.
Yeah, it was a nutty night. And to talk about the loudest pop, when you hear Dolph Ziggler's music crack when Alberto Del Rio is injured on the ground and he cashes in the Money in the Bank, that place went nuts. The building was shaking. It was crazy.
There's nothing like when somebody who's over, his music hits and it's in a spot that people are almost begging for, right?
Yeah.
And like there's nothing. I literally just said it with Seth Rollins. And you know, when Seth Rollins comes out now and his music hits and he's so over and someone's giving a promo, whatever the case may be, and his music hits, bro, he's so over, the crowd goes nuts. You're like, oh man, bro, this guy's sick.
Yep.
Love it. I love it.
Yep. So with that being said, if you have one person to choose who you think might get the loudest debut. Now, here's the thing. This is the loudest debut reactions. So who do you think had the loudest debut before we get into this?
Loudest debut. Wow.
And I think this is strictly WWE. So I don't know if that includes WCW or anything like that, but I'm going to assume maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, listen, I think that there goes a lot to be said for legends. I think like when Sting first dropped, you know, I think that nobody ever thought he'd ever actually cross that line and come to WWE. And obviously, listen, he's the franchise, he's WCW, he's been everywhere else, Impact, the whole 9 yards. But when he hit, I was like, wow, this is, you know, this is nuts. And everyone was so stunned. I think that's, you know, the other one. It's funny you brought him up, but I actually said it when Zuplex and One Shot were doing their wrestling podcast. I actually said Fandango was one that was so hyped up that when he finally came over and he had like the dance, right? It was crazy. I mean, talk about a flop, but you know, when he hit, it's like he didn't do anything, and you felt like he's been there forever. So that's got to be, it's got to be one for me for sure. Debut wise.
I don't know if this is going to win, but I vaguely remember Goldberg's WWE debut being a crazy pop. But
I thought that.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's going to be number one. So I'm curious to see what the top
Honey,
30
hold on,
is.
honey.
The little one's going wild. She's already amped up.
Listen, I'm sorry. She's my daughter wants to sit on my lap and see what I'm doing. She's like ready to go. She's like, Dad, I'm like, Scar, I gotta do like, come on now. You know what I mean?
You gotta crack a promo here.
I mean, come on now.
I'm ready to go. You ready? You had zeros?
I'm at zeros.
All right, man. So I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna launch it.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1.
Dig it, sucker.
Let me know if you want to pause for a second and talk about something.
I mean, come on. Here, Booker T.
This is actually exciting because I don't know who's going to come out. I haven't watched the stuff in so long, like the old stuff.
Yeah.
Classic 3D. Spike Dudley. Oh, we're just gonna keep rolling. All right. I don't think we got any numbers. The Booker.
Wow. I don't even remember Booker coming on the scene.
This is like an invasion, wasn't it?
Wow.
Oh my God, they are here. And if you haven't got a sample of them, this is big.
That was awesome debut.
And he's 7 foot
Awesome
tall.
debut.
Boom, realest guys in the room. How you doing?
It's such a shame what happened to him.
How you doing?
Rey Mysterio.
It was so over.
Mm-hmm.
People love Rey Mysterio, and you at home are going to find out more than that for years and years and years.
I feel like that was one people expected, though.
Yeah.
I'm very proud to be here tonight at
Kurt
Madison
Angle.
Square Garden. Come on out here.
One of my favorites.
Give it your all.
Oh, the Taz debut.
Yep.
I forgot about this.
You remember when ECW was anybody who came out ECW was just over?
Of course he wasn't. Another
Yeah.
suplex by Taz. Come on, Kurt, win it! And Taz has done it. Are you losers or are you stupid?
Are you losers or are you stupid?
Big Papa Pump.
Mm-hmm.
Steroids destroyed this guy.
Destroyed.
Future of WWE.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
To this day, he gets a lot of pops.
Dude, I say it all the time. He's just like the greatest ordinary looking guy ever. It's crazy. Raven? Yep.
Wasn't it always like Cloak the Raven, Nevermore, or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Don't give The Rock the finger. He'll come out and whip that candy ass just like that. Say that's right.
It's got to be Jericho. Oh, it's Goldberg. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the thing was The Rock was doing a promo when Jericho first came in.
Yeah.
And Y2J, remember that? That's gotta be here, dude.
Yeah, Jericho's was loud.
I'm almost done, baby, okay?
Hear that crowd, man.
Dude, after what they did to him in WCW, he was never the same.
Yeah. I think they killed the streak too early, too.
Yep. Yep. Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, he wasn't one of my favorites, but he's great in the match.
Joe's gonna kill you. Oh, here you go.
I knew it.
We're almost halfway through. What's going to be number one, man?
Gotta be Y2J, no doubt.
Possible.
Comes from NXT.
It's
Finn Balor.
Please. Awesome intro. Awesome intro.
Dude, I love the camera angle when they look behind him and he's got his arms out.
Just for the opportunity to step foot in the ring. Asuka with the choice and the opportunity
I'm begging
of a
you.
lifetime. What? The rumors are true.
I really wish she would get new music.
Trash. I didn't think it was good. I didn't think this was good at all. It's so worse.
She needs to drop the rowdy, get new music, like reinvent her character.
He got him. Jimmy Uso. Oh my God! What the? Who the? That's Carl Anderson. Anderson and Gallows are here. Oh my God! Anderson and Gallows turn their attention outside the ring.
There's definitely no way these guys were on my
No.
star.
Tonight, we are issuing an open challenge.
Compared to a wild boar by many calls.
Absolutely.
Wilder comes in off the tag. Idea. And look at this shoulder machine. The Revival. Victorious.
Lance Storm of WCW wrestling.
So what the hell is he doing here?
Ladies and gentlemen, here's what we saw during the break. There's WCW star Lance
Keep
Storm.
this rolling for a second. Keep it rolling for a second.
He took the first shot. What's he crazy? And there's going to be hell to pay here.
Eddie Guerrero. There's no structure to these videos. Got the full horse.
I think we're going to get an indication, all right.
I don't understand.
WO.
Pay attention.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Well, maybe we should give him a chance.
Hey, yo.
Neither did I.
He's choked up.
Legend.
Come on.
This is key for Roman Reigns. Keep the numbers down.
AJ Styles is a pretty good one. That was a good pop.
The phenomenal
Yeah.
one is here. Styles is here. Former IWG.
I'm not a big AJ Styles guy.
Me neither, but it was a good pop when he
He's
came
a good
out.
pop. People love him.
I can't believe what we're about to see.
He's got like a cult following. It's very odd.
If I have one critique for this video is they need structure on what number we're up to.
Yeah.
Become his adopted home.
Really?
Listen to this ovation. This is unbelievable.
Okay.
I mean, that's a pop, but like, really?
Take out me and Rhino. Come on down, baby. heavyweights here. You're looking at two of the greats.
Paul,
There's a pain as they arrive on the main to go. And look at this. There it is. Stay with me, Cole. Yeah,
like some of these guys are just gone. Like they just fizzled out.
It's odd to me. This was. I can't believe I forgot about this one. Shinsuke.
Yeah.
Dude, he is opening his first debut was sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
To the Dudleys from no way
That was sick.
Low blow by. Matt Hardy looking and scoring. Wait a minute. It's Rhino. That looks
Rhino.
Oh, what a spear. Almost from Jeff Hardy and Hadley. Rhino came right through the crowd.
Yeah. This cannot. This video, as great as it is, there's no way this is
In order at all.
No way. Because Shinsuke's way up there, Rhino's way down. Ooh.
Who's it gonna be?
That crowd, man.
No way.
Wow.
The Hall of Famer, a hometown boy from Montreal, Canada. NXT's hottest and biggest superstar.
This is the first time since the screw job, right?
Yep. Sami Zayn. Yep. Yep. Rick Steiner. Yeah.
Oh my God! Rick Steiner is in the ECW.
Not like how it used to be, man.
During the NXT Tag Team title match. Oh my God! It's Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
Super kick. He's made his presence felt in a big, big way.
You watch a lot of NXT?
I don't.
Me neither. And I hear it's better than like the real stuff, the product, main product, but
I mean, come on, you know why people say that.
I don't know, man.
You know,
It's just too much to keep up with.
Big mouth. That's not the Undertaker. It's a human being.
Oh, this is when he was
Dallas Page. DDP's a stalker.
EDP.
Man, I loved DDP back in the day.
Big Show.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, here you go. One of the best debuts ever.
I told you. I said it had to be. This
That was it.
is the best. It's hands
call.
down the best.
I don't know if that was in order, but that was a good call on the ending.
First of all, there's no doubt about it that they, first of all, they hyped that guy up coming over from WCW. They transformed him into a real heavyweight contender.
Yeah.
Comes in. The Rock is at the peak, the height of his powers. And that music to drop and everyone go nuts. He beats him, gets the belt, the whole nine, whatever. It is the greatest debut. It'll never be beat. Period. Doesn't matter. It'll never, it's impossible to be beat because you got to remember there were shows, WCW, ECW, whatever, that were big.
Yeah.
People were, it was unknown how someone would be when they were popular and won. It was like, okay, Goldberg, great, we know that. But
Right.
Y2J, to build him up, because people remember Y2J was like a high flyer. It wasn't a heavyweight.
No.
So he was never a heavyweight champion at WCW. He had belts, but never that big time guy. So he couldn't. The NWO was fighting Sting
King.
and Goldberg. So,
Yeah, they were king. You couldn't do nothing.
Yes. So there was no way to get him in. So it was so unique. But dude, when they built that up and that music hit, and remember at the time everyone thought 2000 was going to come around, all the computers were going to shut down, the world was going to shut down.
It was
you remember that?
such a good character. Oh my God, gimmick, everything. It was just brilliant. And you know what's crazy about him? The way that he can stay true to himself at the same time of reinventing his character.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like throughout the years, what he was when he debuted is nowhere near what he is today on AEW. His character just evolves into these different things, but you always know it's Y2J. He keeps it to himself. You know what I mean?
The guy, talk about someone who reinvents himself through time.
Yeah, true professional.
He like, how many gimmicks, right? He's the Ayatollah of rock and roller.
Mm-hmm.
You just made the list.
Oh, I love the list. It was so
like,
stupid, but it was fantastic.
There was always some new. He was one step ahead, always a step ahead, and you're like, once this guy's gonna get stale, bang, he hits you with something new. You're like, bro, he never hits you with any flash. He never hits you with. He's never the biggest, but he somehow was just legendary.
Yeah,
you know, and he made you believe like he could be in the ring with any wrestler. Doesn't matter.
100%.
It could be Brock Lesnar. It could be Rey Mysterio. Doesn't matter.
100%. I agree. Dude he's still amazing. As he's winding down his career. It was funny. I went and saw him live at a rock festival with his Fozzy band that he has.
Yeah.
And it's funny. It's like I almost feel bad, but I don't, because people aren't chanting Fozzy. They're screaming at the top of their lungs, chanting Y2J during his concert. So it's like,
well, come on now. Fozzy's not a thing without Jericho.
Right.
And not that like the band couldn't be a great band, but if you listen to their album, if you listen to their song, even where he created the Walls of Jericho, you know, it's like you're like, this is kind of a grunge band. This is kind of a band that wants to be like Nirvana. I don't know. It just to me, it's not something I would ever listen to. But he was so fucking good, man. Like you just listen to it, and even his most recent one, what's the name of his AEW one where people just go nuts? They sing the whole
Judas
song.
One?
Yeah, Judas.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, I would never listen to that in my car. But once it hits in an arena, you're singing along.
Yeah.
That's what it is, bro.
I hear you. What did you guys think was the Loudest debut, or which one was your favorite, I should say? I think that'll be a better question. Let us know in the comments. I think we are building towards an all wrestling day on the channel, so look out for that. This will probably be the start of it, but there's plenty of wrestling content, so if you're just hopping aboard, we appreciate you. We're on the road to 10,000. Captain, appreciate you jumping on here with me.
Dude, thank you for inviting me, man. I always like to sneak in on any wrestling thing I could get on. I'm a big wrestling nerd.
Yeah.
You know, so I've been watching it since WrestleMania 3. Showing my age now, but it is, you know, it is what it is. I love it, man. So
hey, you know what? Being able to experience the golden age live is you can't replace that.
I mean, depending on what people think the golden age is, but you know, for me,
it's always the oldest. You got to go to back in the day.
The peak. I mean, people could say the Andre the Giant Slam by Hulk Hogan. For me, was obviously a year long watching Hulk and Macho Man, the superpowers going back and forth, and you know, Miss Elizabeth and the whole 9 yards. But really, like the peak was Ultimate Warrior against Hulk Hogan, belt for belt. And that was it for me.
Yeah.
You know, like,
and you know what's crazy? Like, you take that whole era, right? And then you double back with the Attitude Era. And it's like, you couldn't stop this machine. And the only thing that stopped it was themselves, because they got away from what they were.
Oh, they had to. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you know why they stopped the whole violence and everything like that? Hillary Clinton ran, not Hillary Clinton, Vince McMahon's wife ran for a government position.
And
that's
right. She was trying to be governor of Connecticut, wasn't she?
Yeah,
or something like that.
And they like stopped. They like they had to stop, you know, like they wanted much more of a cleaner image and something that was like more wholesome, whatever the case may be. And she's obviously, you know, listen, all the McMahons are WWE is McMahon, right?
Yep.
And you know, they had to stop all the violence and things like that. So it really, after that, it was like well known, like, you know, they stopped it because that, and they blamed it on the fact that what you call it, they were on TNT or wherever they were at the time, said that they couldn't use violence anymore, and they went into this, but it really wasn't that. They you know, they stopped it for her. So it is what it is, you know.
I always thought it was always part of like wanting to, I guess, appeal more to the younger generation rather than the older generation. But
no, I listen, they weren't, no one's going to sell numbers as much as it's geared towards the kids and things like that. Kids are always going to follow anybody they want to anyway. Like the fact of the matter is just I watched it as a kid and I saw all this blood and whatever.
What drew me in.
That's what draws you in, right? So as many kids that are going to love John Cena type guys, you're going to have tenfold in the other ones that want to connect to something they feel like, you know, could be real, even though it's not real. And the storylines and the, you know, the guys on the mic and how they're talking, and it's an art, you know, and that's why those guys are so appreciated, you know. And even Sami Zayn now, he drops an Uzi line on everybody, and people just understand it's just gold. We don't get that type of stuff anymore. So you and I got to see the goods, and listen, for like a stretch of 15 years, WWE was, you know, you had like, okay, guys, every now and then The Rock would pop up. John Cena had some great, John Cena was great on the mic, but you didn't get that. You didn't get that DX feel, bro.
No,
you didn't get that DX
I'll tell
feel,
you though, and we'll probably close with this. I'm getting that DX feel with the bloodline, and it's not like the crazy DX feel, but just the group mentality and just the groups in a whole. I feel like they're returning to, like back in the day, it was just everyone had their own faction, and it was like a group warring another group at any certain point. And I feel like we're getting back there, because for a while it was like everything was a solo match, or there was like 3 tag teams out there that would just kept fighting each other every week. It was just boring. So
I agree. There was no purpose. You're getting a lot of purpose now, which is cool.
Right.
I agree, bro.
But I think we'll end it there. Captain, appreciate it. Gen Nation, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, let us know what you thought, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Let's go, brother.
Brother. I don't know why I'm whispering.